Today we're back on the 10 to VALHALLAN series account. Before we get started, I do have a couple announcements to make. Firstly, I'd like to thank y'all so much for 50 likes in the last video. I did not expect us to get it that fast. I mean, we got 50 likes in under, I think, 10 hours of the video uploaded, and I was really not expecting that. So for this video, I thought we would up it to 65 likes for the next video. I won't keep raising the like goal. It'll stay probably around 60 to 70, but it shows me that you guys are still liking the series enough to where you want to watch it every day. The next announcement I want to make is the members program. So recently, YouTube has allowed me to make my members program, which is basically that blue button that you see next to the subscribe button down there. If you are interested in the members program, I'll go over the perks you get very quickly. Firstly, all members program will get early access to my videos, because if you didn't know, these videos are uploaded hours, maybe even days before the actual release date. So people in the members program will get it right as soon as it's uploaded to YouTube without having to wait. Members will also have access to exclusive videos. As of now, I have a lot of tutorials and tips and tricks videos in the works, and some of them will be exclusively made for members only. Last but not least, all members will have access to a future Discord server that's in the making, and they will be able to have one-on-one conversations with me. Any questions they have or any concerns, they can let me know and I'll respond right away. So if you're interested in that, check the pinned comment and I'll go more in depth into it. But anyway, for this episode of 10 to VALHALLAN, I did want to play a weapon that would make it a lot easier to show people whiffing and how to react to them. So I came up with the idea of using sword. Also, this weapon is very player friendly, so it won't be that hard to learn, and you can actually keep up with me. And yeah, we're just gonna get right into this. For the first time, I actually remembered to turn off the tournament maps, so we will not be playing on small Fang Wow and all those other ones. We'll actually be getting the good types of maps. Alright, first victim we got is a Wu Shang. I can't say victim, that sounds really bad. I should say the first player we're gonna fight today is a Wu Shang. We'll let him grab a weapon if he wants a weapon. Oh, okay. Okay, there you go. He got the weapon now. So let's just see what he does. Let's get near him. You know, let's see how he wants to play. You can see he's just mashing. He's straight up mashing. Again, that's how the low elo players like to play. They just see you next to them and they start attacking. So here, I got him low enough. So let's see what he does in the red now. Sig. Okay, so he pretty much keeps up doing the same exact thing. He doesn't really care about his HP. He's just really focused on trying to hit us. So he wasted his dodge in the air and he's dead. You want to keep a lookout for all those types of things, like if they like to dodge a lot in the air, if they like to do moves a lot in the air like aerials, or if they just don't like being on the stage at all. You want to keep a good lookout for those, because once you know what they're doing, you can try to find a way to counter them and get on their nerves. So this guy is just going for straight up reads. He's not really thinking what I'm going to do next. That's also another big thing. I would say you want to like try to learn what people do, like people's habits basically. So like I know his habit is he wants us to like dodge in the air and then try to get down, and he's wasted all his options in the air if you didn't see that. So I could have punished that, but I didn't yet. I'm just trying to show the examples of a bad habit. Like see this guy, he sigs and he's in the red. I'm in white HP and he's still sigging in the red, and he's wasting those options in the air, which led to him dying. So again, you can keep your distance or play really close to him, see what they do, and then you can try to come up with a plan to combat it. So again, you can see he's whiffing a lot. See that? Whiff again, whiff again. So he's not really familiar with the controls. Whiff, whiff. One more whiff, and that should be the game. So again, what we learned from that game was to take things a little more slower, see what your opponent's doing, and try to form some type of plan to start attacking them. Because most players, when they go into rank, they play the same against every single person. They're not really taking time to think about what their opponent is doing. Our second game here is going to be on Thea. Thea has a lot of speed, but she does not have a lot of defense. So let's let him get a weapon. I'm expecting a lot of SIGs because firstly, Thea's a really fast SIG character. Second of all, easy way to tell a SIG spammer is if they're using one of these characters, such as like Queen Nai, Thea, Volkov, some other ones too that I can't really think at the top of my head. But all these characters are really favored in the lower elo because of their really fast SIGs. I think he lagged out. That is another thing I also want to mention. People down in this elo get really demoralized when they're losing. So if you can take somebody's stock out really early in the game, it could just keep that lead. Their mental will be absolutely destroyed and they just like don't want to play anymore, so they leave the game. So if you have a lead, try to hold it and try to play as long as you can on that life. Because sooner or later they will get frustrated and they'll just start tossing out random moves once again. And that you can use against them. Okay, I've kind of been abusing the spacing with this guy, so let's just see what he does. I'm not going to kill him just yet. Again, he's just doing random moves. He's really scared. He's really irritated with how I'm playing. Most of the people in the lower elos do play the same. They have the same bad habits. They have the same SIG habits, just like that. So just be prepared for a random SIG to come flying at you. Like, you see this guy, his spacing isn't the best. See that? He's whiffing a lot. And now he's at red, and now he's spamming random moves. You see what he does now? Let's see if he grabs a weapon and a sig again. Let's see. And that's gonna be the stock. See what I mean? The whole objective is just to make people panic and really question themselves. Because if you're playing really annoying, they don't want to play the game anymore. Follow that up. Come back in. But you see, he's getting really irritated. He's trying to go in and he's trying to hit me with something. Could he kill me here? No.
3, 2,
Looks like we ran into another Hattori. That's pretty surprising. Let's see how this one likes to play. Okay, grab the weapon. Let's see. Get near him. Oh, okay. So this guy's a little more passive. He's wasting his options a lot, yeah, but he is a lot more passive than the other ones. You can see, like, oh, okay, there, he didn't really wait. But you can see, like, I'm getting near him a little bit. His spacing's a little better. But again, he is very big on spamming SIGs, so we can use that against him. All we have to do is wait out the SIG, then go in. See how he tried to SIG there? That's the other thing I meant by like getting them off the stage. Is that once they're off the stage, they can't SIG when they're up there. So they want to get back down as soon as possible. You see it? Now he has no weapon. He can't SIG spam. He's going to grab the sword and do a SIG. There you go. The main idea is you just want to try to adapt to people. See what they do. See what they like to do. See what part of the stage they like to be in. So if they like using SIGs, they're going to like to be at the bottom of the stage. Or if they're playing really slow, they're going to like to be up here and like trying to avoid your attacks. This guy's mental is absolutely destroyed. So again, he's just going to start doing random moves. Ground pound. And he's dead. And I believe that's a Skyforge color, so that means he has played ranked before. I know you can kind of tell from his dashing, his movement a little bit. You can tell this guy plays a little different. He likes to be in the air more. Like you can see, he's hopping a lot, wasting his dodge in the air. So that means we're going to play a little more different than him than the last one. We're going to start catching his aerial movements a lot more. See that? See that? That's the type of things you want to be doing. If you see somebody's playing in the air a lot, you want to try to play against that. Just like how I'm doing right here. And just like that, his whole stock is gone. We learned that just from the beginning of his movements, and we saw what he was doing at the beginning of the game. So this time he's playing more on the floor because he has his guns. It seems like he likes doing guns because of the SIGs. Wasted an early recovery, and he's dead again. Now I killed him there because he's been doing his recovery immediately to get on the top of this, like on the top of the map every time. But again, this guy is doing the same things as the other ones. He is just spamming SIGs. He's not actually thinking about what he's doing. He's kind of just trying to hit me because I'm near him. Oh, looks like we're getting into the scythe players now. A lot of people in the gold and platinum elo love playing lance and scythe for some reason. I don't know whether it's mainly because it's like a fun weapon to play or just because it's broken, but people love using them in them types of elo. I think scythe is the weapon that most people started the game out with. If you didn't, well, I mean, sorry, but that guy's dead, by the way, and he's disconnected. As I was saying, scythe's a really fun weapon to play. I will be playing that later on in the series if we get there, but it's nice to see that people down here are actually playing a skillful weapon. Next up, we got Artemis. Let's let him get a weapon. Okay, he has lance. I think this is where we get to the lance territory. So again, lance is super good in neutral, but sword is a counter to lance. I do believe this very deeply, and this is because our weapon is super fast and is good in neutral, so we can just wait out the lance. So this guy, again, he relies on a lot of SIGs, you can tell, and he's playing Artemis. And he relies on the aerials that lance has. Most people down on this elo don't take the full use of its kit, so they won't use the grounded attacks more often. And even when they do use the grounded kit, they won't try to overextend combos on the floor. You can see he just picked up the lance again, and he is doing the aerials plus the side light, which is pretty much the only one they do. So we're just gonna kill him here, and now we're gonna starve him for weapon, and let's see what he does when he's unarmed. You can see he's kind of demoralized. He's really waiting for a weapon to pop up. That's how you can tell that he really likes playing lance, if he drops his weapon to try to pick up a lance, and if he seems kind of clueless when he's playing that weapon like he is right now. He doesn't really know Artemis's kit. He doesn't really know how to play scythe that much. That's why he's spamming SIGs. And that we can use to our advantage and really try to overextend the damage here. Knock him off the stage. Go up. He's going to try to go in and grab the lance. So you know what? We'll wait for him to grab the lance, and then we'll try to hit him with a SIG. There you go. That's also a pretty cheesy method to do. If they like playing one weapon, when they get on that weapon, try to wait for them to be at red before they pick it up again. Because once they're at red and they pick it up again and you kill them, they're reset back to the weapon they don't know how to play. Like you see this guy, he doesn't know how to play this weapon. He's just really praying that he can last long enough to where his main weapon appears. And just like that, it is taken away. Oh wow, we're actually fighting a gold player now. This guy was gold last season. But let's see how he plays. Okay, start of the game. Okay, he's doing some dashing here, back and forth. Movement-wise, he looks a lot better. So he's stopping to think what he wants to do first, but he did dodge in. His movement is a lot better and he doesn't like mash just as much, but he is still mashing a lot. And this is the stage where most of them know how to use the dodge, but they like dodging in. Knock him off the stage, and he's dead. This last stock will play only the punishing game just so I can show how many times he actually whiffs. So there was 1, there was 2, there was 3, there was 4 because he dodged down. There was 5, there is 6, and that is the game. I will leave another little training routine if you want to do train a little bit after this video. What just happened to him? I will be doing that for every single video I do make in this series because I do believe that they're very valuable as they do teach you a lot. And just hearing what I'm saying is much different from actually trying it yourself and practicing it. So yeah, I'd recommend if you're trying to improve, take a look at the end of the videos. I do try to leave some pretty good tips and tricks at the end. So if you do want to improve, take a look at them and tell me what you think.
Total domination. 3, 2.
Now we got a Mordex. Interesting. He did miss there, but he did pull out another GC, which was interesting. He's on Scythe. Let's see what he can do with Scythe. Okay. Okay, so you see this guy's taking a lot more time. He's really thinking about what he wants to do first. The only really big difference I can tell is that he's wasting his dodge way too much, and his spacing isn't the best. Now, don't get me wrong, it is better than all the other ones we've played. But again, I have many hours on this game, so my spacing is just going to be way better than his. But he does have pretty good spacing. Well, he actually spot dodged that attack. That was really good. He knows the tricks like spot dodging an attack. He knows when and when not to attack. This guy could be a really solid player in the making if he just trained a little more. This guy likes being in the air a little bit, you can see, because after each time I hit him, he go in the air just a little bit. So yeah, you see, like he likes spending a lot of time in the air. He took a little longer to land on the floor that time. Okay, I'm expecting him to recover high. Yeah, that was for a bait. Now look, I'm gonna try to bait him into going in the air or spot dodging. And that is going to take us to 1388, which means we have one more game to go. But once again, once you get farther up, nothing really changes that much. For our last game, we do have a Loki who was gold last season and probably is gold now. So we'll try to get this done quick and fast so I can get to the tutorial for you guys. Okay, so this guy knows a little few of the Scythe's follow-up combos. But he got careless and his stock is all gone. He wasn't careful with his moves, wasn't careful what he was doing. He wasn't even looking at what he was doing. He was just kind of doing moves. And you see this guy floats a lot. So, yep, got him going up. He's in the air, so we are going to throw a lot of aerials when he's up on the stage. But we don't need to because his whole stock is, again, dead and he's disconnected.
Utter destruction.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be our promotion to gold. I think I've showcased probably every aspect that you need to get to gold, but we'll still get in the training room so I can show you guys what to do. So here, we'll get to Hattori. And the main things we learned in this video are 4 different things. The first one would be the dodging in habit. If you're going to dodge, please, please, please mix up your dodges. Because if I set the bot to dodge in every time, this is the same as how the players in the actual game look. It is so easy to punish dodge inners, it's not even funny. So please, even if you have to dodge inward, please dodge away, dodge down even. But do not keep dodging in, it is a really bad habit. To fix this, I would go into experimental and play some games and literally only focus on my dodging. And eventually you get used to the habit of not dodging in against players in rank. The second tip I would want to give you guys is stop sig spamming when you're at red or randomly. You can't count how many times people I've been playing today have just been randomly sigging when I'm at white or they're at red. I would say try to stay away from sigging when you're red at all, because you're basically just gambling that you're gonna hit them, and if you don't, it'll be the end of your life. And at white, it might do more damage, but there's no point in putting yourself out in danger just to get a few more hits that you would get with maybe 2 true combos. Again, to practice this, experimental, try not to sig when they're at red, try to kill them with light attacks instead. You probably will lose a lot of games doing this, but I promise it will put you in a good position to get better at the game. Third thing is to hold stage control. So many people today have been staying in the air trying to go like this, juggling because they're afraid to get hit. Do not be afraid to get hit. You want to stay on the floor and hold the stage as much as you can, because it is so much easier for you to hit them when they're in the air with no platforms or options than it is for them to hit you and you're just kind of going around the stage like this. That will come with a habit, but I would say just be more aware of what you're doing. Try to be on the stage for as long as you can. Don't try to go off stage like this for nothing dumb if you know you're not going to hit them. And the final one is, I would say, get a good mental. This will come just by playing the game a lot, but you guys can see that many people disconnect when they're getting beat because their mental is just absolutely destroyed. They're so upset by losing one stock that they think the player is so much better than them and they just quit the game without even trying. Every game is winnable, so do not quit. Just keep playing. Even if you're gonna lose, it's fine. Just keep playing. It's about the experience. You have to get beat up to get better at the game. And yeah, I believe I've covered everything that I needed to. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.